Recordings. Go back to Armor 3. Yeah, that works. The map will be Werfelingen. And the mission is Liru is building next T3/4 TSB, which will be a Stargate. Okay. That is all set. Yeah, let me play music in the background. Why not? Even though the song is starting to drive me insane, but that's a-okay. Let's get that puppy up. I can quit out a daisy. I cannot believe I left Arma 3 running in the background. I think I just saw it and went, oh, okay, cool. Why not? Werfelingen. That'll take a second to boot. But right now, I basically just have a small portion of a Hatak built. I was testing a bunch of assets, seeing what they all did. And it's gonna be, I want to build it to be like an hour to hour and a half long operation. So I need to build a working gate system, build a working ring system, have it be in like 3 or 4 phases, have it in, you know, a dynamic brief, and then we can add like a bunch of extras on it, because everything in my mission file like is good to go for, you know, the foreseeable future. So this is the part I'm still building out of. It's a partially built Hatak, but I also chose Werfelingen because there's a lot of open areas, so it gives me a lot of room to work with, and I can have the gate, like, you know, spawn in there. And then for these buildings and stuff, I'll just hide, like, an entire town, and then, I gotta find, like, a partially isolated part of the map here to, work with. But nonetheless, I mean, you can see the sheer size of this thing. It gives me a lot of room to, work with stuff. So I'm thinking about making another, like, 10 rooms, few different corridors, yada-yada. I gotta put a working ring system in it. And they, in the beta branch, actually added something new where you can make custom ring networks on certain things, so that's really cool. And I found out as long as I don't put the gate system down, I can control Z. I have no idea why that's how it works, but that's how it works. You know, like, okay, cool, whatever, I'll make that work. Let's see. So yeah, I don't really need the gate rooms because I don't want to build a Stargate on it, but that's fine. So I've got a bridge, I got like a little armory right here, and then when you actually start the game, like, these come spawned with staffs and you can use them. But I'll also be throwing like a few crates around. There's ones that you can open, but I'm using the permanently closed ones. So really just build a line out here. Build another thing right there, and then have it go on the right. Because, again, you know, partially finished, it means I can get away with doing a partial interior. And then in the middle of the hallways, I'm also building some braziers. So it's just making sure everything can, like, line up with everything. And not break, which would be great. No, well, no, I'm fine with, I'm fine with this. It's some good calming music to work with. So other things I want to build in here: engine room, a few other storage rooms, the ring room, of course. I tried to make the bridge as best I could with the assets we had. It's not perfect. Like, I don't have any blue balls, but, you know, it's somewhat appropriate, you know? Hey, Crypto, how you doing? Does that sync perfectly? Oh, wow, I get a freebie on that then. Let's see. Actually, I do have 4-way intersections. But I'm thinking based off of what I have here, let's do a 3 right there. And that should be good, so I probably just want another storage room. I'm making this all slightly float just to properly sink and build it and stuff. And then I did, like, grenade testing and everything, like, works fine, which is great. I just realized it's also slightly misaligned. There we go. Is that the same for over here? I don't think so. So it's just the, yeah, it's just the texture. All right, in there, what do I want to put in there? Oh, right, and I can also throw some frickin' doors down because these work. And you can open them, and it's kind of cool. You know, just to add that extra layer of haha, you know? So side room, hallway going down, 4-way intersection, and then, I mean, I want this to last, like, at least 10 to 15 minutes for this portion, so it's not going to be too big. I don't want to, like, blow it out of size proportion, but this gives me a lot of room to work with here. Crypto Stargate. Something that I've been telling players of mine that I'd be getting into for years. I just never had the opportunity to, and now I finally have the opportunity to, so... Just keeping up with promises I made a long time ago. Just saying, yes, it's on the list. We'll eventually get to it. And it's about time we actually got into it. So I'm just throwing out random storage crates here. Again, it's unfinished, so everything can be a little messy. I was also thinking about, like, stacking stuff, but it's like, nah. And then I want to put a door there. And then I have to realign this door, and then move the crates around accordingly. Well, another slight gripe is they put the symbol of Apophis on all of these, which I can make that work for this one, because we can say it's Apophis building a new Hatak somewhere around Season 4, so we can use the P90s. Because I got a lot of complaints saying, well, we weren't allowed to use P90s. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm trying to make this lore accurate, but fine. Fine, we'll do an op with P90s. I will provide. But Liru, you're making it Tier 3. I'm like, yeah, that's because Stargate isn't really... It's not really for large groups of players, guys. It's 4-man teams. But I found a way around that with using the 1945 stuff, so I hope they have fun with that. And actually, the weapon balance again. We'll see it in 2 Wednesdays from now, but it works out really well. So, hooray, making things work. And then I'm putting some braziers in the middle hallway just to have something. I know, like, normally you wouldn't have them, but it's just... Why not? Crypto, I personally... So I actually had a choice here between... there's another texture that has the roofing on it. I prefer the open roof, because that lets me see from above what the fuck they're doing. The one issue with it, though, is if you stack things on top of each other, like if I had a multi-level thing, I would use the closed roof, because otherwise AI would, you know, might be able to see through. But it also depends on how you make it, yada-da. But I like it this way, because this lets me see what the fuck the players are doing, you know? That's just me personally, but... Yada-da. I can still make an armory. Where's the 4-way intersection piece? That's the transporter ring room, which I'm actually gonna... That I'm gonna crack open later, but we'll get there when we get there. Where is the 4-way intersection? It's small. There it is, yeah. So if anything, I'm actually going to, layer that twice. And then I'm gonna need another door. It's probably gonna be like 20 to 30 Jaffa in here. Probably a little more, actually. Sides are also nice. It's just you gotta be careful because, sometimes the AI will then see through it, but I honestly don't know how they're made for AI not to see through. Another thing I will have to test is to make sure that the AI don't start shooting through the doors and shit, but I'm fairly certain that that's not going to be a problem. Maybe. Hopefully. I don't fucking know. And then this isn't going to be a night op, so I don't have to layer this with the lamps. So that's an extra detail I'm not going to do because it just, you know, makes it harder. Let's see. Yeah, and then that's the static door that I don't actually need to put down yet. That'll just be at, like, some dead ends and shit. But actually, before I put you in, I'm going to do the four-way intersection first. And then I can layer that in accordingly. But yeah, this thing's got to be risen up. And then they're two different floor textures because of, I think one's supposed to be like a base, and the other one's supposed to be like an actual ship. Is it? I did in English, probably. So that's 270. So why is this partially... See how it folds in? Like, it's like a degree... no. Is it just my eyes playing tricks on me? It would just be my eyes playing tricks on me. Ay, that's fine. But yeah, in here, like, it's literally just 4 pillars and 4 intersections and a roof, so... That's fine, and then we can just shove the door right there. I almost copied that, because I'm a silly goober. Alright, so far, let's look. So, this door opens, we have this hallway, doorway on the left, doorway on the right, doorway opens just to a storage room, that doorway happens, door there, another door down here, small armory there, and then doorway, a few boxes in for cover, and then you have your bridge. This is literally, like, less than 5 minutes of gameplay, by the way. Actually, no, about 5. Considering how quickly they go in and breach everything, but it works out. The term of AI not being able to see through is determined by the view geometry of the model. Alright, cool. I don't know that stuff, you know? I'm just a Zeus. I make the mission. I hope people have good time. Those are both the same asset, so I will cut down on that. And then I have a NATO guy for testing. So now, realistically, I'm going to copy and paste this above my texture here. So, if that's, like, the middle area, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the bridge will be in the middle. I still have a lot of room in the back, so the best way for me to do this would be the ring transporter will be on the far north side. I'm going to get some reference points down. So I'm going to move all of this over here, and I'm going to use these to kind of... Because I want this to be, like, you know, partially correct, but it's only partially built, so I don't have to have, like, the entire floor plan made, you know? And then another cool thing is I could actually use the ring system to make multiple floors. But I'm not going to get that extensive with this today. Plus, because the rings go partially in the ground when they're stuck, you gotta, like, really layer those high. That's besides the point. So, what are my outbound limitations here? So, what's the farthest I can go with this piece that I would be comfortable with? If I were to follow that atomically correct, right there would be a good spot. I can go a little farther like that. So that's the outbound limit. And then let me get some edges here. Yeah. No, stop it. Yeah, that one also works. So So I could also kind of, like, you know, push it a little more to the right and have some longer hallways, but again, all things considered, with that hallway... Yeah, this is just a prototype. I probably want to rebuild this later, you know, picking apart things and then trying to make it atomically correct, but... Because I could go a lot farther on the left sides here. Also, I'd love to see some, like, angled pieces that, like, fall in line with this. Because, in all honesty, like, the Hatak itself, if I were to pull up the model, like... That thing's freaking massive. And then you can get an even bigger one, which is even more massive. I keep putting an L in it. Why am I such a goober? It's Hatak. I mean, yeah, I mean, this is your standard-sized one, which, you know, it's smaller. Don't get me wrong. But then you got, like, these are modeled off of the bigger Hataks, and that has a lot more space in it, you know? Okay, either way. So what I'm thinking is we go right, I build something right here, we go left here, and then we have just a few, like, lines of corridors and rooms, and then... You know what? Actually, let's have the gate transporter in the center for this one. So something like there, per se. I will need a tiny hallway with that. And I gotta raise this into it. And then build a door. But yeah, make it interior, and then, like, that'll actually let the Stargate teams, like, fan out, so it's not all linear, so it's not one team, like, you know, doing the entire AO. Yeah, it's about as level. I can surface snap it a little better, but I'm really just bad at that, so... And then that little thing where it doesn't want to snap correctly, that's also a pain in the ass. So I could actually... My one fear, though, is that little under part might cut in too hard, but... Yeah, no, a four-way stop. So yeah, 4 doorways, 4 SG teams. Well, technically, there would be 3 here, so... Yeah, we could figure it out. It's just also lining up all the doors and shit, too, but we'll get there when we get there, you know? I always say that. We'll get there when we get there, but I swear to God, this is not leveled. Like, there's something... Yeah, no, look at that. See, it's slightly curving up by a single degree. This is completely flat in the texture. So, there is something that's degreed off. So, I'm not crazy. Yeah, no, it's slanted by a single... Sorry. Just, that... It's not symmetrical. I get very anal about that. Alright, and then I can... turn this over. Another fear I have is the rain isn't gonna frickin' set it properly, but we'll just have to hope. Alright, let's look at what I got so far. So let me grab this system. I'm not facing that way, so it doesn't cut into anything, and... Yeah, this is what's gonna spook me here, because I have a feeling... Yeah... I might have to, like, level it a bit more on the ground, which is fine. So, ring network, and then where's my handy-dandy little person? Where's Billy Bob? Okay, let's give it a shot. I have a feeling it's not going to teleport up there properly, but again, that's what testing's for. Billy Bob, go down. Sure, Crypto. I will look at that after the stream. Or hell, I can look at it now. Oh. Oh. That actually looks really cool. That'd be nice. If we just got, you know, better interfaces for everything and features like what I just read in the synopsis there, that would be nice. Really, the one issue Arma has right now is just getting people back into the game, you know? I mean, Soviet Womble, I don't think he does any Arma stuff anymore, because he's, you know, busy with his other stuff, but, you know, we need major YouTubers to go back here. Okay, as long as I keep that level, it'll work. Enter the Stargate, yeah, sure. Alright, how are we looking here? You know, that's interesting. See, it's smooth on my monitor, but it looks like a little bumpy on the stream. Interesting enough. Sounds a little weird. Yeah, it's the doors that protrude out a little bit. I can sink them in, but... I was about to say, what the fuck is that buzzing? That was a random fucking cicada. I mean, that would make sense because it's going to be ground level anyway, so you don't have to add those weird things. I need a... Crypto, do you know of a script? Because StarSim was telling me about this existed, and I looked for it and I couldn't find it. A script that adds an area of, where it resets your... it forces your animation if you're 100 meters above the ground, for example. It forces you in the, you know, the free fall animation. There is a script out there that forces you out of that animation as long as you're within a certain area that StarSims have been apparently using to allow them to put their ships higher so they don't get, you know, stuck. By using that area widget, they don't get stuck in the free fall. Do you know where I can find it? And if you don't, can you ask around? I'll trade a script that lets you loot dead bodies from if you place the units in the Eden editor. I will trade. I will trade scripts because I really need that script for some stuff, but I cannot find it for the life of me. Or I can just have Audrey Hotto work on it, but see, I want an Asex attachment so I can sit on this bitch. Oh, potato. So you can actually turn off the fire pits though, which is nice. See, it wasn't created by the 104th. It was created by apparently the Imperial unit, because I watched one of their mission devs stream a mission dev thing, and I saw that area thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's that? Is that what I think it is? So yeah, I just gotta... No! 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 Oh! Wait a second. Oh, that's just the... I could add an invisible chair. That's floating a little bit. Oh! No one's gonna care. Except Frost is here and he'll make them care. I mean, see, it's literally like 1 degree tilted. Why is it 1 degree tilted? What? Maybe the surface snapping was on when I put it down and that's why. It's the only thing I can think of. Okay, baby. See, I can name them too. Oh, Sorry. Made me horny. Okay, I can also name them, so, I mean, that would be like Hatak Interior. Are you misaligned? Is that why? No, that was not it. What's the fucking thing that can... Okay, no. No, get rid of that. Bad. Bad game. If I start throwing zeros down, is it you and you? Yeah, I think that's why it, like, surface snapped. Yeah, that's why, you son of a bitch. It was surface snapped. Fuck you, surface snapping. Why do you gotta turn back on when I turn you off? Ugh. There we go. Because I'm like, they wouldn't misalign it on purpose like that. That's called a dick move. And one of the developers who calls himself Jack O'Neill, in the dev team, he's a chill guy. He's been trying to get me to do this for a long time. And I finally am. Yeah, they also had a roleplay server up, which I wanted to try so bad, but school kept picking up, and I'm like, God damn it. And now it doesn't exist anymore, so now I gotta make my own Stargate fun. That's okay. Let's put a door in here. I don't mind spending all the time for it. I mean, I'll just go raid Frost Base on the DayZ server. It'll be A-okay. He'll know where my shit is, because I'll be streaming it. He'll just come back, like, while I'm streaming, like, Arma dev stuff, he'll go raid my base, take all of his shit back, take all my beats, and I'm like, no! But I like those beats. Now, if you're wondering why I'm ranting like this, it's because I'm fucking insane. But hey, we already knew that, didn't we? Right, chat? Right. Okay, so now, I want to finish off these corridors as I get stuff done. So I need an armory, I need an engine room. I think the engine room I'll put all the way back there. Makes sense, right? And I think Bloodwind went to bed. Yeah, so those are my outer limits, so I can force another hallway over here. But I'm not redoing this to make it atomically correct. I'll just build another one that is. Yeah, and then this is going diagonal out, right? Oh, I deleted it because I'm a silly, silly goober. But I could fit a room in there, and it'll be fine. So let's do an armory, and I'm just going to load this guy with, like, everything. Alright, is that synced to the doors alright? Yeah. Cool. Does the door have a bottom part? I don't think so. Yeah, it doesn't. So why are they weird? Ah, whatever. I don't have any doors synced. No, I don't. Okay. See, what's nice is when you line everything up, when you line the door up once, it's gonna be fine for everything else. So, makes it easy. Where are my staffs? See, I'm gonna be a little bit of a troll here, because there's this one texture that I really wanna just throw in for the sake of throwing in. And then I'm gonna put an Easter egg in it, because why not? Yeah, I was actually looking for, like, staff weapons. I was gonna, like, manually place them. Like, whatever, I can't find them. But there was, like, wooden targets. So I'm like, oh, okay, I can just put those. And I actually, you know, did a test run, and it spawns all the staffs for me. And I'm like, oh, it's cool. Cool. Awesome. Good to know. But yeah, with the ring system and being able to, like, custom section off things, what you could do is you could have a ring room for, like, you know, getting onto the ship, and then a different ring thing for, the actual ship, and you can, like, layer it up, you know? That would be a really cool project to do, admittedly. No. That would take me forever to fucking build, and I would probably put it at a project level at that point, but it would be cool. Alright, where is it? Where is that little... Yes! Only true Stargate fans will get the reference. And then I'm putting something in it. In there. Thank you, Az. Is this Stargate unit? My unit... would I even... I don't... Yeah, I shudder when I call it a unit. Really, it's a community, but you could also say clan. Just a bunch of people that play Arma. We play a lot of different mod sets, and right now I'm getting into Stargate stuff. And, let's see. The flavors of what we're doing for Stargate is actual Stargate and then some 1945 Stargate. The 1945 will be a little more on the public end. Why was this misaligned? Oh, gosh. Wee-woo, you... Hello? Hello? Where did you go? Just out of curiosity. Oh, you went all the way back. I freaking hate this game. About to go, like, where? Why? Sir? Hello? Cool. Okay, guys, want to join my clan? Yeah, that's why I don't want to say it that way, because it sounds really cringy, but... You know, I think the four-way intersection would also have a brazier. What I'm worried about, though, is there being too much, like, fire effects. You know what I mean? So, actually, I won't do braziers in the corridors, but... I'm trying to think what else here. Binge the entire show, don't get it? What, start? What? Eh, everyone their own. Personally, I do like Stargate, though. It's a nice show. Alright, you know what we need in here? We need some boxes, but not the regular boxes I've been... Okay, hold up. Wait, no, first I'm putting a table in there, just to frickin' put a table in there, because screw it. Table designs, man. They're important. Are they atomically lined up and correct? No. Technically, I could use those as, like, barricades, but... neat. I'm not gonna lie, I was never into... I was into Stargate when I was a child. I wasn't into Star Trek. Nowadays, I'm into Star Trek more than anything. But then there's also 40K and all the frickin' tomfoolery. I like sci-fi. I really like the sci-fi stuff that has come out in this world. I just wish we had some Star Trek stuff in Arma. Not for the ships. I would just want to do the Cardassian, Bajoran occupation bollocks. Just so we can commit alien war crimes, you know? Easy. Easy game. No, I've been forcing Bloodwing to watch DS9. It's been great. See, I want to multi-layer some of these hallways, but at the same time, I don't want to, because when I force the garrisons, I want to force the enemy AI to make sure they won't get flanked, because otherwise there won't be any challenge. So, what if I have this room come down? It's a double door. And I do a four-way intersection, because the layer, it's like this. So I would have the room. I could actually do like a hallway down and make another thing. But at this rate, I probably want to get these doors done on everything yonder. Yeah. 4 doors. Actually, that kind of looks a little cheesy. I think I'm going to keep, like, partial hallways here. Are you frickety-frackety kidding me, wee-woo? Why is that low? Oh, probably because you changed the degree pattern. Because notice that's also... No, that's actually correct. All right, hold up. Is that correct? No. So I just need to raise this. That is acceptable. Yeah, I could change up how the doors are done. Yeah, because I want, like, long hallways and stuff, you know, for obvious breaching patterns, but I will put a door, like, down there. Kirk, Picard, or Janeway? Cisco. Honestly. I don't know. It's hard. I don't count Kirk because that's the Shatnerverse, you know? Like, that was... It's too... How would I put it? It's just Playboy all around. It's good, you know? It's a good feel-good thing, but... Not my cup of tea. Picard is, you know, very strict by the book, Prime Directive, yada-da. Cisco I really like because, yes, he follows the Prime Directive, but he feels the most human out of everyone in his choices. But Picard did go through some really traumatic bullshit, which is why he's by the book. So, I do Cisco, then Picard as a very close second, and then Janeway... Gosh, the coffee machine's broken. What are they going to do? No, but I like Janeway, too. It's just there's also a few plot holes in Voyager, which was tough for me, but, you know, could have been fixed by an episode, but it's fine. Shit happens. And then Kirk on the bottom. But again, like, I think the only Star Trek I don't like right now is, the newest season of Picard, like that new series, because I just don't like the direction it took it. It felt like, you know, in the whole world of things, they went backwards. And then Discovery, I haven't even seen. I've heard mixed things, and I just don't feel like looking at it. Kirk likes his green woman. Yeah, that's one thing to say. Everyone has crazy shit happen with their holodeck, let's be honest. I don't know. And then, what else? Stargate, SG-1 all the way. Atlantis was okay. Discovery, also okay. I liked Atlantis more in Discovery, but... No. Universe. Gosh, now I'm getting the frickin' things crossed. And I'm still trying to visualize what the hell I'm gonna do with this thing. Let's make this a bend. That a bend. Something dead end right here. I need to just build this like one layer at a time. And then remember, like, things are out protruding here, so I can put a hallway down right there. Alright, cool. Let's... I hate you. Okay, I could do a hallway, and I could do another random storage room. Oh, god damn, I'm gonna have to raise everything a little bit again, because I hate that. That's fine, I can just adjust it later. What do I want to do? So, definitely want a door... I have doors. I just gotta line them down. Yeah. I want to get rid of this door, though. I want to... Fine. And have them line up with that entrance. I will say Stargate Atlantis picked up. The first 2 seasons was but it picked up. And then it kind of got again. I mean, Stargate 1, for example. Great, you know? After they got rid of Jack O'Neill as the lead. I forget the actor's name. They switched him with someone else. Then it started declining. I like Daniel Jackson's whole plot line with Ascension, though. I thought that was pretty awesome. Are we gonna ignore the Expanse in the discussion? Yes. Yes. Just shh. Okay, just shh. That's all we need. Alright, so I got enough room for like a small corridor right there. I'm not gonna be lazy, but at the same time, I'm gonna... Frick! I forgot this has an extra... I don't know why. Crypto, what does this mean when the texture's protruded like that? I'm not smart. Yeah, I'm not a fan of having like so many closed doors around, so I'm just gonna be really selective with them. Crypto, what does it mean when the texture's like this? When it's like super big? Because I don't know the answer to that, in all honesty. You know what? I'm going to make this a mini armory, but I am going to change it up a little bit. It isn't a texture? But, like, why is all of this extra space included in that? Crypto's gonna explain everything. He's the genius. Why did I copy that? I just want to drag it. No. There we go. Yes, I have also been hearing that they're going to remake SG-1, and I am all for nostalgic cash grabs as long as they do it right. For example, Episode 7 of Star Wars, I was perfectly okay with. It's just where they took it after pissed me off. Gotcha. Alright, so something with it being oversized on geometry, I get the memory point. I have no idea. Can you explain what a memory point is? Because I am dumb. Let's see. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? What the frick am I supposed to... There we go. Little armory with staff cannons, you know? I wish we had a Hainer texture, which honestly I could actually, I could just take one of these and make it into a Hainer texture, in all honesty. Like, that would help add some space. I would have to put it on the edge of the ship, though, which, realistically speaking, this is the Hainer part, that little, like, side opening, so... That would mean I need to make, like, 2 engine rooms. We could do an engine room right there and an engine room right there. That's totally not correct, but screw it. It's under construction. Hey, Cap, thanks for giving Crypto a sub. Appreciate it. Hope you all keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this. Yeah, so I could totally do some Death Gliders in there. Just remember, when you're playing this with the Ace, you turn the ammo cook-off off from your Death Gliders, because otherwise your ears are not going to like you. Let me also get some crates in here. Let me take the openable ones. Where are the openable crates? There we go, because there's one that's closed, but there's some that you can dynamically open. That's actually nice for, like, lore stuff, because you can, like, put stuff in the crates and then add actions for stuff. So, yeah, there's some crates in there. Big thing I didn't like is whenever there was progress to make humans more powerful, they always had to remove it with plot. In what? Stargate? Because, yes, yeah. I also hated the fucking Ori, but I also understand. Like, they tried to take it somewhere cool, but nah. Nah. Alright, so that'll be my over limit there. And then that's a diagonal downward, so, like, one thing... So if anything, I could actually do a three-way texture here. Rotate that 90. So basically in Blender, we can place a dot in the model. Those dots, verticals, can be used to tell Arma to know a certain point, certain location without having to give a specific grid spot. In the reference to the model, those are used often. For example, lights animation. Oh no, I'm actually no, you're right. I'm actually remembering memory points now. I had to take an intro to engineering class, and we had to make a lot of stuff in Blender. Or was it CAD? I think it was CAD. It's called CAD, right? Gosh, that was literally 5 years ago. I got an A- in that class. I would have gotten an A, but the frickin' teacher for my final presentation was like, yeah, you didn't get the dimensions right on your presentation board, and it's really important to follow instructions. I'm like, where were these instructions? He's like, oh, they're right here. And I'm like, I literally got the thing he gave me. I'm like, this isn't on the rubric. And he's like, well, it was on the assignment. I'm like, you didn't put it on the rubric, dude. That's what you grade on. You can't tell a student to do something if it's not a graded criteria piece. That's like the client saying, hey, I wanted you to do this on the project, but it's not something we discussed in the payment for whatever. I had a lot of arguments with teachers in college. Like, holy shit. Ah, it was interesting. My favorite, though, was the one that, good God. Jeez. No, we're going down a really big rabbit hole. Ugh. Yeah, so in here, I'm just gonna make it boxes. Good God, yeah, I just have stories for days. Gosh, what crazy college story should I tell? Oh yeah, okay, no, this is one of my favorites. So I once had a group in a intro to marketing class that deliberately sabotaged me in a presentation. It caused me to drop the class. We were literally deviating out. All right, for our first project submission, how do we want to do the work? And, you know, someone's like, all right, I'll do this part. All right, I'll do this part. And we're like, oh, okay, cool. Well, the issue with this project, though, was it was a 5-person project, but there was only, like, I could have gotten it done in 2 hours. Like, the entire thing. So the parts were, like, really, really small. And I'm like, fine, whatever, fuck it. You know, it's like a 12-slide presentation for 5 people. That was the best way to put it. So each slide only took you like 10 minutes tops to research and make and shit. So I was doing YouTube, you know, my job. I also, you know, was doing IRL stuff. I was a full-time student. I had, I think, 18 credit hours, and the project was due 2 Fridays from now, from the date. Actually, it was a Wednesday, 2 Wednesdays from now. So within the first Wednesday, I finally start, you know, wrapping around to do the project. I set everything up. I'm like, all right, guys, here's a link to the Google slide. Get your parts in by this coming Monday, so I can, you know, look at it. I'll take team lead. And I was like, all right, cool, thank you. So Saturday rolls around, and this one Asian chick, I don't mean to pull race, but she did, like, half the project. She did all of my part, she did half of another girl's part, and she did all of her stuff. And I'm like, hey, like, thanks, but why? She's like, oh, I just wanted us to get ahead. And I'm like, okay, like, as long as you're all fine with me, you know, I'll do what I can for the other parts, but I don't want to infringe on your work. So I ended up, like, you know, doing spell check. Again, on hindsight, I should have just done someone else's part, but I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. Like, the group seemed chill. So it came around to submission. Again, I spell checked everything. I gave everything the good, you know, everything's fine. We're okay, cool. And this submission was like 20% of the grade as a draft. So I'm like, yep, everything's cool. I asked him, I was like, hey, you know, so I didn't really get to do much because, you know, she did my stuff. And the other girl that had half her work done, she's like, no, it's okay, you know. We'll be fine. Just, you know, pull your weight next time. I'm like, okay, whatever. So, week passes. I get an email from the teacher saying, hey, I was told that you didn't do anything in the presentation for the submission. So, I'm not going to give you any credit. And I'm like, what? So, I went to the teacher the frickin' next time we had class, and first I went to my group. I'm like, guys, what did you do? And no one would talk to me. Like, they would all just pretend I wasn't there. I'm like, are you serious? Like, really? Really? Like, I have text logs from our text chat of what we discussed. So I literally went to the teacher. I'm like, hey. And I call him a teacher right now because he wasn't worth a fucking professor with this bullshit he pulled. But I'm like, hey, they're screwing me. Like, what gives? You know, like, what the fuck? He's like, well, one of them sent me an email saying you didn't do anything. I'm like, okay, cool. So I wait till class ends. I go back up to him. I'm like, all right, here's chat logs of what happened. Here's timestamps of what happened. He's like, well, you got to work this out with your group. I'm like, I tried. They're all ignoring me like children. They're like, well, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm like, dude. What is this project supposed to be? It's like, oh, it's supposed to simulate, you know, a marketing presentation. And I'm like, right. And then you're the guy assigning it, so that would make you the boss, right? And he's like, yep. I'm like, so this is like a marketing team of employees working under you. And he's like, yeah, that's the point of the project. Why? I'm like, well, if the group is being childish and not being adults in this, and I've tried every way to communicate with them on that fact, shouldn't you intervene as the boss? He's like, nope, it's up to you to do it. And I'm like, dude, you're not... So TLDR, he finally starts ignoring me. He's like, I can't help you with this. You got to talk with your group. And I'm like, fine, whatever. So I tried talking with the group again, and they actually got me kicked out of the group chat I made. And I'm like, okay. Because I wasn't, they were using, I think, WhatsApp for it, and I didn't have it downloaded, so one was able to still get, like, admin access and kick me out. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So I dropped the class, because that was 20% of my grade gone, and they were telling me, yeah, don't even bother work on the final, because we're not going to give you credit. I'm like, yeah, that's fair, because the professor's being a dumbass. So I dropped the class. I wait. I play the lawn game. And, I still had the due dates for everything, so I waited till 2 days before they had to submit, and I could still see the class, and I could still see that they hadn't submitted anything yet, and then I deleted the entire fucking project. I deleted it, I deleted all the backups, I deleted everything. And I then kicked everyone from the Google slide doc, whatever you want to call it, because I made it. And, yeah. Again, the project was only going to take 2 hours, but, so they had to have ended up remaking it. Because I didn't get any texts or whatnot, or like, you know, what gives, blah, blah. I was kind of hoping I would, but... No, I didn't get anything. I just deleted everything. Made sure that they didn't submit anything. And yeah, I just hope they failed. That one class, you know, just to feel my fucking pain of dealing with those dumbasses. But yeah, no, just got rid of everything. And then when I retook the class next semester, I got paired up with all these Asian guys. And I'm like, all right, here's the deal. Guys, I failed the class because my group were assholes. Here's the project. Here's my part already done. Have fun. And then I had a big laugh with all of them when I told them about it. And I got a different teacher, too. And that was all fine. But, yeah, no, I made sure that they suffered. Play stupid games. Play stupid... Yeah, win stupid prizes. Oh, gosh. That same semester, I had another class where, It was a new professor on a course, and he gave us the wrong midterm date, and he failed like 2/3 of his class because he wouldn't let us retake the midterm because he gave us the wrong date. And a bunch of them were like, hey, we're going to go to the dean about this, but they're not going to hear it till like next semester. And I'm like, what's the point then? If we're not going to be heard about it, then why file a fucking complaint if they're not going to do anything, you know? But, whatever, say la vie. Where's an engine room? Actually, I'll take an armory and build it off of that. So let me grab this piece. What was my major? Information systems and operations management. I have been looking around for a job in that field, but again, my dream job, which was to work at, no, this is my dream job, of course. But my lined up job to work with this would have been working as with a hedge fund and managing money. Because the guy that I got the gig from was super chill. He's like, yeah, no, you do YouTube. Because I told him in the interview. And he's like, yeah, no, so what we can do is we can actually have you work this amount of hours. You'll get paid this much, which was a lower rate than their standard employees. But it's like, you know, this will let you still have a shit ton of time for your YouTube thing, but you'll still work with us as a part-time. That fell through with COVID, though, and I'm probably not going to get it back because they've literally told me, yeah, no, the world's a fucking mess right now. So, that sucks. But I still keep in touch with him, hoping that I'll get it back, but it's unlikely. He's even told me, it's like, you know, we originally were going to get it back, but now with how the world's fucked up, it's like, we'll see what happens. So I've been poking my nose around, seeing what my degree can get me. And it can get me a few things, but I don't really want to abandon this for it. And right now, I make enough to, you know, get around. I can, with what I make off of Twitch and YouTube, I can live with Bloodwing in an apartment and, you know, still live comfortably. But it's annoying to, you know, watch all that stuff fall through, so, you know, always have backups in your pocket. But at the same time, you know, YouTube and Twitch, as long as you keep within the rules, it's recession-proof, it's a good job to have. You can still have fun. I mean, crypto, I assume they did, but if they didn't, whatever. Who cares? That was 2.5 years ago. And yeah, I have other I have a few group projects which went super fucking well, and I've got funny stories about those, and then I have some which I was like, what the fuck? And then I had oh gosh, I got another crazy story. No, I'm not wearing the green robe right now, but I am wearing the green socks. It was a Christmas present from Bloodwing, and I absolutely love them. Where the frickety frack is this engine piece? There she is, yes. There's a few different things I want for this. Yeah, I want that with that. I'm not going to get super detailed with the sensors, but... Oh yeah, I can also store the bombs in a random place too. I just saw you snap. You son of a biscuit. Why are you snapping? That is literally turned off. How are you snapping? Stop snapping. Piece of shit. Stop that. That's how you get slanted. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep this super simple and just shove these in the corners. If I ever decide to do an atomically correct one, then I'll actually look up, like, diagrams from the show and shit, but I'm super fucking lazy, so... Yeah, let's have these, like, actually out and stuff. Hey, righto, Cap. Thanks for dropping by. Okay, so this is actually like a wall terminal. Zoop. Now we gotta put it that way. And then this room is literally going to be copy-pasted into a different section of the ship. But yeah, those work fine. Do I want any extra, like, infill in here? Maybe a few crates. Yeah, why not? And then a door in here, obviously. So one of my my mid-level class for Management Information Systems was a really fun class up until the end on the final. We had the guy that was like the head chair for the whole department. Here, let me see if I have some. Ice melting gives me water, which parches my throat, so I don't have to get all gargly. But anyway, digression aside. Our teacher was like the head of the department, dean. I don't know what the word for it is, but he was basically just in charge of everything in the degree, and he was a pretty chill guy. Everyone was doing well in the class. It was one of those where I just sat in the back, I chilled with a few people, socialized, you know, we all took notes, chilled, yada-da. And he gives us the final review, and we're like, yeah, okay, this is all cool. Why are you... Oh, for the love of fucking... Wait, why is it slightly up right there, but not... The fuck? But they're level. Are they level? That one's slightly... I can't fix that. I'm just gonna ignore that. That's... How bad of an eyesore is that? Oh, I fucking hate you. Why? Why? God frickety, brackety, jackety, sackety, wackety, blackety, frickety, brackety, brack! But that's... So that's slight... No, it's slightly lower. Oh. Wait, how'd you What the frickety, frackety, jackety, wackety, brackety... Ha! Okay, hold on. Hold up. What's reversed right here? It's that box. Alright. So... Are you misaligned? Or am I just crazy? I could be crazy. I am very freaking crazy. That's fine. Okay, so that fixes that. So slightly elevate it and it fixes the problem. But why is there a little bit of separate? Where is the separation? What the frickety frack? Okay, yep, I guess I fixed it when I moved that texture. No, it was this one. Yes, okay. I'm gonna jury rig it slightly. Is this not... Why? Fuck it. I mean, I'm not... Unless I put a door there. Whatever. What was the story again? Oh, yeah. So we do the midterm review. The final review. Everything's fine. I have like a B+ in that class. Everyone has a high grade. It's great. We're all gonna do fine. So he's like, all right, see you guys for the final. We're like, yeah, see ya, man. And this final was literally just on... Good God, I honestly don't even remember. Let me think back. What was on that review final? It was on a bunch of concepts for management information systems. It was on... Gosh, how do I explain one of those sections? Some scenario analysis. It was on some what-if statements. Actually, that's just more scenario analysis. And there was some formula stuff we had to do as well. And it was extensive, but, as long as you were paying attention throughout the year and studied on the review packet he gave us, we were fine. So final comes around. It is a 15-page motherfucker. And we had 2.5 hours to do it. I go through the first page. I'm like, all right, this is like what the midterm was on. Cool, done. Second page. Okay, this is a little weird, but like it's going really out of left field, but it still, fell into the review. It's just some really weird questions. That's fine, move on. Third page was on something that required us to know a formula to do, and I had never fucking seen it before in my life. So I skipped that page. Fourth page was multiple choice on stuff that we had never covered in class, and I was scratching my head going, I have no idea what the fuck this is. Fifth page, sixth page, seventh page, and eighth page were writing out SQL code by hand. And I'm like... the fuck is this? The rest of the pages got into some really random stuff as well, which wasn't on the review. Thankfully, SQL coding I took in a different class, and I could BS through some of it, but it was literally just writing out code by hand, and I used what I learned from a previous Python class to also get me through it. But I took 2 hours and 15 minutes to get at least 3/4 of that exam done, made my best guesses, thanked my lucky stars that I knew a little bit of coding to get me through that part, but knew that, you know, I was screwed. So I look over to my left at this one guy who was smarter than me in the class. He was on page 9. And I'm like, dude, you got 15 minutes left. Like, you're screwed. I didn't say that to him, of course. I thought it. And I look to the guy on my right. The guy's on page 6. And I'm like, I hope he was skipping through it like I was, but I watched him literally, like, for 30 seconds. He was going through the rest of the pages and shaking his head like he had no idea what the fuck was going on. I look over in front of me to this one girl. She's on page 3, and she's, like, low-key freaking out. Like, you can tell, like, how jittery people some get. Like, she's freaking out. And then the other girl to her right in front of me is literally, like, head on the exam, like, sobbing. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck happened? That was another one where a bunch of students got together and said, hey, we're going to complain to the dean about this. And I'm like, it's not going to do any good because he's the department head and probably has tenure. But we never got an official answer, but we're pretty sure he gave us the wrong exam. Because after we talked to a few of his grad students and we told them, like, what was on the exam, because we all had friends there, but one of them texted us in the group chat saying, hey, yeah, we think he gave us, like, his grad student exam for, like, a class 200 levels above ours. It's like, oh, cool. Is he gonna, like, refund it? He's like, no, he's grading it as is. And I'm like, that's horrible. I got like a 40% on that exam. And then he sent an email out, like, saying he was really disappointed in us, and it's like, but you gave us the wrong exam, dude. But I don't think he was allowed to, like, openly admit that, because otherwise he might have gotten in trouble. But it's like, there was no SQL coding throughout this entire year. What is this shit? But yeah, no, I passed the class with a C. He still, like, passed, like, almost everyone with a C. But it was very sus. I probably butchered that story too. That one's been a while. Nice story, though. The last MIS class I had to take was absolute hell, but it was a night class, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. And I'd always go to this restaurant called Hotspot before I go back on campus. And that was the one group where I had a kick-ass group partner and then 3 group mates that were... Actually, no, it was 2 group mates that were trash, but that's besides the point. I would always get drunk off of a few things called Tokyo Teas. And I would then open my laptop and watch Salty Bet. And my partner would always, like, smack me because I'd, like, you know, silently laugh at the hilarity that is Salty Bet. And she'd be smacking me before the teacher would, like, give me a stare of, like, what the fuck are you doing? But just some of the shit you would see in Salty Bet while you're drunk, man. It's to live for. Just the absolute fucking nonsense. I remember those memories well. Hot damn. Let's see, what else? There was a time I almost got arrested, but for mistaken identity, because they thought I was this guy that was, it was 3 a.m., I was taking a shower in the freshman dorm. I opened the door from the bathroom to the hallway, and there's 3 cops. One literally grabs me. As I was leaving in the bathroom part, there was this guy, like, singing in the bathroom, and I thought nothing of it. And they were about to put me in cuffs, and then the RA there's like, no, that's not him. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I had to hold my towel down. Because it almost slipped off, too. And here I am about to be cuffed by 3 officers, and the RA's like, no, that's not him. And I'm like, you almost got arrested for your last name? Nice. But yeah, no. In college, I will also admit, I only went to one party, and I absolutely hated it. Because all of the people that took me to the party ditched me, because they were interested in other stuff. And it was just a weird mess. And then I saw my freshman roommate, that guy was an idiot. Jeez Louise, that guy was... He was something. He was a great playboy, I'll give that to him. But, oh man. He wanted to work for, like, CNN and stuff, and he wanted to do this report and stuff, and then I actually, like, saw his midterm grades, and I'm like, yeah, goodbye, buddy. Alright, so... yeah, this will be about, like, a 15-minute thing. They start here. There's going to be 3 hallways that break off. This is going to be, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 rooms. I lived on campus and off campus. I'll be honest, living on campus is a really cool experience, but it depends. If you have a bad roommate, you're going to hate it. If you have killer roommates, and that I say killer in a good way, you're going to absolutely love it. There was a year where I lived with Bloodwing. I almost dropped her name. Bloodwing's best friend and a good friend of mine, and then 2 other mutual friends of ours. We had a 4-person dorm room. It was 3 rooms, a main room, and they put a bunk bed, and Bloodwing called dibs on the bunk bed, and that year was absolutely amazing. Though the second half of that year, that was also the time where I had the shitty group I already mentioned that, you know, tried to get me screwed on the project, and I screwed them back, and the professor that gave us the wrong midterm time. So we had that for us, and it still was, like, the best frickin' semester ever, so... not semester, year. But it is expensive. So I would say only do it if you, like, you know, have a good roommate and friends, or you could roll the dice. Because my sophomore roommate was a guy named Michael. He was a gym rat, super smart coder, already had his job and everything, like, dealt with, but he was just a really cool, chill guy that, like, you could just have a chat with and be fine. And he was awesome. And we had, like, he had a girlfriend, I had Bloodwing, so, you know, we negotiated rules, we weren't assholes to each other. We worked everything out, you know, as 2 human beings, like, adults, actually would be the better term. But, you know, he was great. My freshman roommate? Not so much. I honestly hope he... no, I shouldn't wish ill on anyone. That's rude, but I hope he didn't get too far with his life goals. Then again, some of the shit he did, wouldn't be surprised. Ah! Yes, I can fit it sideways. We can pretend that this opens up on the top. Because obviously, you know, it would need a place to go there. But, oh, the shadow effect. There's nothing I can do about the shadow effect. That's a custom thing, so... ah, well. Hey, Lost, how are you doing? So, cut its fuel. I'm going to lock it because the players are going to try something. And then, again, I already mentioned this. Make sure you turn off the fucking Ace Cook-Off, because otherwise it'll be loud as hell, and you're not going to like yourself. Oh, gosh, I have to guess? I mean, if that's the case, I'm going to disable its damage, too, because I don't want it exploding, because if it explodes, I'm willing to bet it's going to take out the floor with it. I will also remove its ammo. Then again, it's locked, so it shouldn't be an issue, right? Right, you would think. Alright, now I'm gonna walk around. Let's do a little test run here. Two things I'm going to do, because I'm going to put this in a Taltech transport. I probably butchered that name too. What is it called? No, come on. It's fine. We can cheat. Wold. Static. Air. It is... No, it's a Taltech. Taltech. That's it. Because I'm going to put that into a something on the ground floor. Oh, man, it's almost 1 o'clock. College parking was always a pain. Bloodwing had a car. She still has it, but she would park off campus, and it would be like a 10-minute walk. But it was a nice 10-minute walk. We'd always get really lucky with parking, but her luck and my luck is weird. Usually it's one of us has really bad luck while the other one has really good luck, and it always went back and forth. But we'd also always be back and forth in arguments. Like, I would be the negative Nancy, and then she would be the negative Nancy the next week. It was weird. Alright, so that's the outside of the texture. But, I mean... And then... I think it needs a second, but... Yeah, you can then do... To Rain's Taltech. How are my frames with all of this? Oh, okay, yeah, it's fine. They bounce around, though, so I gotta consider that. So, yeah, firefights down. I could also add some internal crates as, like, cover. But I'll do that while I'm actually building the ambient AI. Yeah, so I like having, like, the doors kind of out-branched a bit. So, engine room, some of these boxes are the openable ones. And then this is just a reading on the engine. I could put crystals in there too, but that's a little too much. What game is this from? Not a game. Stargate. It's a TV sci-fi series. Oh, baby. I mean, if I wanted to be a real fucking Chad, I could put a guy in here and then just set this up. And then just be an absolute asshole. Oh, look at that zoom. I mean, that makes sense, because there's no sights, you just guess. And then you got the staff weapons right there. Again, I shuffled through some of the crates you can open and close. Well, Lone, excuse me, as it's supposed to be Egyptian, but I mean, I kind of so these spots right here are actually where you would put the interior lights to line up with, but I like to save time where I can. Yes, Connor. Except there's also a series called SG-1 which expands on that, but yeah, no, this could Ra is actually going to be the focus of the 1945 campaign because he was the dominant system lord for the Goa'uld then. Okay, actually, it's not that... Okay, that's good. That's good. That one is, though, but, I mean, we can just claim that to ambient light and see it disappears after a certain range. So, not much I can do. Also, I need to stop sprinting around. I need to see how this, Death Glider, is in the hangar, because if it's vibrating around, then I really need to scrap that idea. Oh, baby! See, we can just claim that that opens up. And then this is just a hangar bay for the Death Glider! And then it's locked too, but... Yeah, I can't get rid of the shadow, but I can put some boxes here, there. But I'd love to have like a bigger hangar area. Alright, that's actually important to know. There's a little bit of texture clipping But can it be... Yeah, you can shoot through it. That's fine. Oh, wait. Okay, that might be a little bit of an issue, but we'll get there when we get there. Yeah, so a little bit of opening on the top. I'm not gonna do it. And then this I can't do anything about. That's just the doorways clipping with the four-way intersections. Oh, I agree, as the lighting can also be really enjoyable, but that's a really extra detail that I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not. Oh, okay, so that's actually the texture slightly opened up right there. There's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. Ugh. I could put a door down there. Can these ace open? Oh! Neat, they open on the sides. See, okay, on the back of this, I'm gonna put an Easter egg on that. But can I shoot through this on the side? Perfect. So that's all of that cleared. It's been like, what, 3-4 minutes? Considering enemies, yeah, no, this will take like 10 to 15. Isn't that crazy? We spent, what, an hour and a half working on some finishing touches, like, actually the second half of an area that's only going to take 10 to 15 minutes to clear, you know? No, because there's no gateways up there, but I am debating if I remake this texture like a full Hatak, I can just use an internal ring system to make multiple layers. So... yeah, next time, if I feel like it. Yeah, and then this is with the random crates. I like the random crates in the hallway. That works out. And then this is the bridge. The throne! Just remember, this guy, the two top words he would say is, my lord, my lord, my lord. And if you get that reference, you're the real Chad here. What does it look like from the outside? Doesn't matter, because you're not going to see it, but those things are see-through. So I can watch you all do your Stargate thingies with your P90s and go to town. Bear, I'm sorry if I just called you Az. Sorry, you're both red textured for me, so it just worked out. So I want to move this door down there, and let's line that up. And then maybe a few, like, random boxes in some of the hallways here. So, like, this middle section, let's just put two down. This one, again, like, we're just putting some random filler in, because it's construction, under construction. So you can have a few nice things put around here. I could also use Gualul tables, but, nah. And then this is only, like, the last part of the AO build. I still have to build everything else. Not looking forward to it. But hey, I do it because I like to. Which is contradictory to what I just said. But you know what? Screw it. No, don't start doing that. Oh, it's because you're... Did you snap? Okay, good. He didn't surface snap. Changes degree vectors. Alright, a few little random boxes here. And I'll actually have two that are perfectly aligned. Now, one thing I do want to check real quick is, you can walk around those, right? Yeah, there should be enough room. They don't all have to be in the middle, too. They can be off to the side. Easy. Wait. Why are you smaller than the fucking... God, you piss me off. Some of these textures aren't aligned fully, which... you know? Oh well. It's fine. Okay. I thought I shifted the texture. Let's grab some staff weapons, too. Yeah, as a precaution, I am going to do one more thing when I'm done with all of this, but I have to make sure that it doesn't cause that ambient sound glitch like the first test run up. And then I am going to do another walk around after I finish placing all these crates. What's nice, though, is because I have to pre-build the AI, I can also make them all with Apophysis symbol, which is the symbol you have up top here. Actually, real quick, is there a way to change that? No. Okay. Cool. Oh. I have no idea how that works, but that is definitely... That's weird. I like it. And then not every hallway has to have something dynamic in it, but it helps. Random box. And then I want... Okay. Real quick, this is because I want to make an Easter egg. Okay, perfect. Please tell me I have a scene photo for this. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, no, that's also a really good one. Oh. Oh, gosh, no, these are all good. Oh. Okay, alright, chat. I need, I'm not gonna run a poll. I'm just gonna write this simply. Do we want a Halo meme, an anime meme, or a Stargate meme? Alright? So write Halo, anime, or Stargate. Alright, I'm gonna give 30 seconds. Halo, anime, or Stargate. And I'm gonna prep this. Oh, why the anime one? Fuck. I'm not gonna lie though, like when you let people choose, because I'm a really indecisive person, especially like this is why I also flip a coin on stuff. Only when you let fate decide something do you really realize which one you want to win or lose. You know what I mean? No, fuck it. I'm doing this. I'm doing the Stargate one, because that one makes the most sense, but at the same time, it's like, will it even fit on that? Let's find out. Right on, Broadshore. Have a good one. Alright, let's give another walk around here. Am I happy with this? Yeah, for the size, because let's actually grab this and again look at it from the top. Jesus Christ, can you let me align you, like, properly, please? I could have made it go a little farther on the outsides, but I wasn't building that. So, like, I could have actually, like, that could have been the top, so that could have left me with a little more to build, but I'm happy with this. Because, again, it's just the final part, but I want to keep it brief. And then 3 to 4 SG teams, there's a lot for them to branch out and get this done, like, in 5 or 15 minutes, give or take. So let me go ahead and, I need to also make sure that photo doesn't fall to the ground, but, oh, man. Okay. What is slightly concerning me is the load time, but that's also because we have that giant fucking thing right there. And then again, that is going to have to be in the thing, but that's besides the point. Rings. I wish you would take the word rings out, but... that's fine. Ugh. I get a little giddy every time I see that. No, I'm not going to fix that. Whatever. I just want to see how the dynamics work, and... yeah, you can easily run around that box. Oh, really, Crypto? Alright. Yep, those are solid. Cool. Yes, it stays there. Oh. I fucking love it. Oh. Oh. Oh, it doesn't show though. Oh, God. But that's so perfect. Why? Why do you deny the truth, Arma? Why do you deny the truth? Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, you're not wrong about the gun thing. All right. See, I love how the rings are also underground in the setup here, but that, that should do it for the Hatak. Hatak! Fuck! It's because I combined Taltak and Hatak. Yeah, that's why I keep putting an L in it. Frickety frackety jackety wackety sackety. What else do I... okay, so a few things I need to do off the bat. Select all of the... I can get rid of that. That I need to keep. Select all this. Right-click. Attributes. Disable damage. Just in case, because the staffs are explosive weapons, I just want to be safe on it. But, yes. Enable damage is off. Cool. Because I don't want anything breaking, because that would be a little bit of an immersion killer. Why not set it as a permanent pick and not intel? I could put it as a static texture, but nah, just meme. Why not? You know, little Easter egg. They can take it if they want to, but it's like putting fluffers in the... oh, but there's no static staff weapon. Oh, see, this is why I need a Gwawald staff. Don't I have the, No, come on. Yes, I do. Where is it? Where is it? It's 80. Yes. Yes. Hold up. That's, G-O-A-U-L-D. Okay. I almost wrote fluffers again. Aw, baby, he's gonna murder you. Some of you are wondering, why do I put a rabbit in every one of my ops that has a random weapon? And my answer is because I feel like it. Yes. Yes. Okay. That is all good. Now, what do I want to do? So this would be Apophis. So he has serpent soldiers and he has regulars. I'm not going to do any gold armor, though, but that's all gray. So if we wanted to do Apophis, I need 2 weapon templates and... we do have a Fluffers emoji. I guess we need more. Jaffa. And I need... we can do leader, I can do regular, and then I also need snake fudgehead. Okay. So how do I want to do this? In ranking order... let's do it like this. Anubis, no, Apophis. See, and then they're going to be custom built in, so it's actually fine. So Apophis standard. And then remove the secondary if they have the Zal. Yes. And then repaste, and then cool. The guys with capes, I'm actually going to do gold on. I don't want to use those secondaries, by the way, because they're just going to stun lock the players. I'm going to get shit for it, so, you know, just... I'm going to pretend they don't exist. So, now I need Apophis. These are going to be gold guys. And then the snake heads are going to be silver. But the gold guy, like, that's going to be, like, you know, only one on this ship. And then they're not even going to see his head anyway, but just because I like to be thorough. Cool. What are my thoughts on porgs? I mean, I had the 212 get rescued by a porg one time, and when I do Star Wars ops, I use, instead of fluffers, I use porgs themselves, but it was just something to sell toys. I don't care. But I hope people realize that. I'm putting a staff weapon right there because that's towards the bridge. Alright. So where do I want... We're gonna have 1 glorious leader. What am I thinking? 2 serpents in there. Nothing in here because I don't want them to get spawn camp, but 2, 2, and 2, so that's 8 total. And then how many standard guards do I want? Let's go with, let's go with that many. I need to make you disable damage, because we are going to do a test run. And then, to override VCOM, set AI ambience, disable, force all these guys to remain standing. And then a sync. Alright, let's do the Serpents first, and then standard infantry can go all around. So the whole lore of this mission, by the way, is Stargate SGC has detected on a nearby planet Apophis has enslaved local population. They're forcing the local populace to build a Hatak warship to potentially go strike Earth with it. So 4 SG teams, including SG-1. So SG-1, we're going to just make it SG-1, 2, 3, and 4. All Americanized, all P90s, because players want to play with the fucking P90s. I'm like, fine, fuck it, whatever. Are going to go through the Stargate. They're going to clear out a Gwawuld camp. There's going to be no maps. Because they don't have a map of the local area itself. And they're going to basically break into a similar style camp you saw from the last area, last mission. And then in one of those is going to be a Deltac with the Reen transport, and then they're going to be able to board the thing and then clear it. And then on the bridge, I'm going to say that there is, I'm going to rig one of these, like this thing I'm going to rig to be like a self-destruct thing. And then they'll have 5 minutes to escape, and then after 5 minutes, I could write a script for it, but I'm just going to earthquake it and then do a nuke explosion, and, you know, they'll be going into the gate by then. I could also put a Gwawuld bomb in it, but I'm just like, you know, we'll just make it self-destruct. It's fine. I also could look into, you know, like doing a crystallized system for it, but I'm going to keep it simple. Again, these ops will get slightly more and more complex as we get deeper into the lore, because I'm also gauging how interested TSB would be in something like this anyway. Yeah, so that angle's actually going to be a little tough. But I'm sure they'll fight through it. Alright, so obviously I need someone here. So now I'm literally just going to retroactively build in reverse. Yeah, I actually don't need that doorway. I can just have the hall. I don't need to put anyone back there. I can just have that one Jaffa there. And then see, with the unit placement, I can delete some extra boxes to do stuff. Death halls are so much fun, yeah. For us to watch, maybe, but not for my players. See, if we really want to be mean, all we have to do is put in one replicate-y boy. That's all we gotta do, and it'll be A-okay and nothing bad will happen. Right, right. See, I wish there was an option here to actually, there's probably a line of code I could put to get, like, counteract the one there. You know, actually, I'm gonna quickly ask, what is that texture, Gwawuld staff rack? Let me ask in their Discord real quick. Because my first Stargate mission was a bit of a flop, in my opinion. I know I can do so much fucking better. It's just I didn't know where the issues would arise in a mission. Because I got it tested with a few people, things were fine. And then, you know, when you add, like, 30 to 40 players, everything changes. The server, you know, loads everything in a wonky order. Because of all the different clients encoding, you got a mix of SSDs and HDDs, and it's just all a big mess. But let me ask in their general. Question for the the staff appearing I'd like to tie in a small detail of having X number of staffs facing equal Y number of I am butchering the spelling of Guo. I don't want to piss him off. G-O-A. G-O-A. Well, actually, it's, Again, Jack O'Neill is a pretty chill guy. Because this doesn't need to be done by Sunday. I'm just getting all the hard stuff done by Sunday. And yeah, we're going to have all those guys line up. But that'll let me, like, you know, put a line of code down to say, hey, this one doesn't spawn the staff rack. So I can say, like, you know, that one's empty and then that one's empty or has one. And again, cool little thing. Do you have an email for business inquiries? I'm from Host Havoc looking to reach out to you. Oh, dear. I swear if this is about the server again. Please, like, we do so much work on that server. Fez dispenser. Please, God, don't be bad news. I don't need another headache. Yeah, Havoc hosting, right? Hold on, I've gotta post the frickin'. Hold up, just. Let me know if this is you. Let me go get the frickin' affiliate link out. Yeah. You know, it's fine. We block links because of those bots, but that's you, right? We're under Anti-Static's name. I won't disclose it because it's on a public stream, but yeah, no, that's you guys, right? Yes, that is an affiliate link. We net you guys like 300 to 400 a month, according to the estimates. We've been with Host Havoc for like 2 or 3 years. I recommend you guys all the frickin' time. Yeah, no, yeah. Unless you have a better offer on the table. Ah, yes, the negotiator. God damn it. That's fine. No, actually, our Host Havoc deal is really nice. I get my server for free with the affiliate link, and then the other servers, I think, are 50% off, because we have 2 additional, which we have the main server, and then one that's now a headless client. I think that's been working pretty well. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, Joe. I thought you were coming in here to yell at us because we sometimes get emails about the amount of storage space we use because we run 5 different mod sets and I run like 2 extra ones for other communities, and yeah, in the clause you say you don't have upper storage spaces, but you email us from time to time about keeping it under control, and then we have to explain why we have so much. And then someone messed with my server today and deleted a few things out of one of the mods, and sometimes the server just corrupts, but I'm like, oh my god, no, they're gonna come yell at me. They came right to my Twitch. They know where to hit me. I'm sorry. We found you. Oh god. They're after me. We gotta run. We gotta go buy the box. Well, thanks for dropping by, Joe. Yeah, no, we've been with Hatak for a very long time, so. For Clay. All right, no, let me pull up the list. Hold up. Let me go into our T5 channel with the other admins. Clay is I'm tabbed out, so no spoilers. Clay's your head guy, if I'm right. The head of the department there. Auntie has the list. Where is it? Yeah, Clay is, yeah, as Auntie puts it, Clay is their chief cook. Yeah, so Clay's the guy in charge. Aye. He's our CEO. Right. Okay. No, because we had direct dealings with him like a year ago when there was a bunch of restructuring and stuff. So no, like I'm actually dead serious when I say this. I would, and I tell this to everyone, Hatak hosting out of every community that I've seen do different hosting things with, Hatak has had the least amount of downtime and the least amount of issues out of everything in Arma that I've seen. The only better way to go is if you get your own boxes. But we've debated that in my group for a long time, but in all honesty, like, there's no reason to. Because Hatak gives us a great deal, and we rarely have any downtime. And we've had the box migrated twice. We've had the FTPs changed quite a few times, but, you know, compared to other places, Hatak is one of, if not the best I know of right now. Except for the one that, like, that's out of performance. The only better one I know is the group that runs FNF, but they are hella expensive. But that's for getting, like, 124 slot servers and shit. Like, that's pushing the max of Arma, and I never want to do something like that, except for another project I'm working on. But yeah, but again, Joa, thanks for dropping by. Means a lot. That's really funny. Clay's a good guy. Yeah, exactly. The TeamSpeak crashes more, and that's under Bjorn, but we can't get that changed because that's, again, under Bjorn and TSB itself, so. Yeah, no, Hatak is great. Like, all things considered, so. Again, Joa, thanks for dropping by. Feel free to stick around, but... Ah, man. Was about to offer affiliate status, but yeah, no, I've been underneath that umbrella for, like, 2 or 3 years now. You'll be lurking around, righto. Gotta get back to scouting. Nah, man, like, I do my best to make sure people know. Like, it's, yeah, no, Hatak's pretty damn good, and I'm not trying to brown nose, because, I mean, even Az agrees with me, and he's the guy that fact checks me when I brown nose and shit, but, yeah, no, like, pretty damn reliable, if you ask me. Alright, where the heck was I before that funny little thing happened? Alright, one last guy. Where am I putting him? Sips coffee, yep. Alright. Where am I thinking? We'll probably put him, like, right here. Just in the back. I'll do one more to copy there, because that's the bridge. That's pretty damn important, so. See, the fun thing actually with with Havoc that we do is because all of the total, like the parent account is under anti-static, I actually let her keep all the money month to month for the withdrawal requests for her medical bills and stuff. And that's my way of kind of helping her out. But without Auntie, we wouldn't have TSB, which honestly, like nowadays, I can say I don't know if it was the best move for us in the long term, but the short term, it definitely kept the peace because we had a lot of people we needed to move after Luton kind of, you know, left us all to dry. But yeah, no, it was all good stuff. That's ancient fucking history, though. That's 2016, you know? Yeah, right, as long as it's not the alternate facts BS. But let's test this out. Oh, frickety frack, I left a guy out there, which I just spawned a new guy to replace him, but did I mean, I've got everything I could really want in here, so I can have a few rooms with nothing in them, though. That's okay. Here, how about we move him to be watching down the line over here. Oop! That didn't happen. Don't worry about it. Yeah, no, Auntie puts a lot of legwork in keeping connection to Havoc in case something happens. And another good reason why Havoc's good is because they will quickly respond to you as well, so, you know. Hooray, we got a random Havoc host. We get to randomly plug our service provider. Alright. We probably want to teleport before those guys shoot me, because just because I set this character to invincible doesn't mean it's going to carry over. Hi. Hey. Sir. Sir. Yeah, okay, they fire back. Also, I'm being cheap and doing headshots because I know those will insta-kill them. But a P90 is a little harder to do that stuff with. I just got shot so fucking hard it tapped me out. Well, it appears to work. Woo-hoo! Frag out! See, and then if they, like, lull, I can RC one of them and charge them up. As long as I don't RC the group leader, because that'll break all of their remote control. Do that again. I think he's firing at the wall trying to hit me. But yeah, this is good testing, because this tests to make sure they can't fire through the walls and shit. But he is trying, which means once they're aggroed, they will try to hit you. Wait, why'd you lay down? Stop it! Little bitch. So this is exactly why I tried to force them to stand up, so I'll have to go check that. So why are you not all forced to stand up? What overrode? I think VCOM did that. But that setting is disabled on my server, so shouldn't be too much of an issue. But yeah, you're all set to stand up, so hopefully VCOM won't be a jerk on that. That is a certain option for them to change stances. But yeah, no, everything in there is A-okay. Let me actually check TeamSpeak and go down. Alright, there's still a Dante, you little bitch. He's in the fucking channel downstairs playing Daisy. Oh, that's funny. Alright, well. Dante's a friend of mine from the 700th who, I guess, no, he would be my best friend these days now. But he knows Bloodwing well, he knows myself well, and He's the guy I cry to when shit hits the fan. Let's go with that. But otherwise, I mean, yeah, everything's ready for that regard. Let's start looking at other aspects of this map. I'm gonna keep doing this till 2, and then I'm gonna go play some DayZ, because fuck it. So where would I want to do this? If this was to be a custom area, realistically, I'd want to make a spot where I could avoid doing towns and roads, and in all honesty, that would be this southern area. So how big would a Hatak be in the southern forests? That's going to require a lot of tree clearing, though, which I'm not sure is going to be a good idea. So, realistically, somewhere on the edge, but that's next to a highway. Ugh. Can't really hide those. You know, actually, that's not too bad, because you don't actually have to hide it. Well, no, and then we have to clear the area beside it. So, you know what? Let's actually look... Like, this is the end of a road. So we do something like that. Give me the environment tools here. Because if you hide too much of the map, then your mission doesn't like to load. Yeah, I honestly suspect as that once I get the Stargate stuff out and, a few other things. For example, within the next 2 months, we're going to have Guilty Spark version 2, which is going to be everything I built there and better, and Holy Light has made a script that helps with restructuring ace damage and, vanilla damage into ace damage. So I'm going to try that on the Flood models, and we'll see how it goes. I've got the next Syndicate campaign getting lined up, so that'll probably also give some people a boost. We're doing another episode of Furries versus Black Templar, and I had JFax make me some reskin Taru drop pods, which I'm going to combine two with attach commands and try to actually like make look into a proper drop pod. And then, you know, it's gonna look a little funny when they get in it to, you know, ride in, but it'll still work. And then I've got, you know, those spires that I finagled. And then I just got a lot of crazy one-offs, and then Stargate, of course. Crypto, sometimes when you hide too much of the map with this, you know, hide environment tool, the map doesn't like to load. Because it's difficult. Also, there's going to be a lot of assets here to make this properly. But I'm thinking what we do is... we'll put the, like, we'll fence off, like, this entire area, like a 2x2 click area, so I can put the Stargate down, like, up here-ish. Make a little temple area around it, and then I could also put, like, some way to kind of get above the tree line so they can see this, and then they can go over and actually siege it. But I will need to build, like, an outer perimeter wall, an inner perimeter wall, which I can build out of the castle gate stuff. Excuse me. And that should be good from there. I think I could also build a village somewhere, but at the same time, I think I'm just going to be fine with this, so... The real trick is going to be, I will have to put the template stuff I just built a little to the south then. That's gonna be A-okay. Am I... Yeah, alright. Yeah, they're not gonna go this far. And if they do, I'll find a way to kind of wave them away. That should be good. And then this I need to drag over to over here, because this is going to go into a Hatak off on the side. So how this is going to work is perimeter wall, some Gwawuld staff towers on the inner perimeter wall. An interior gate. And yeah, that should be fine. Okay. The one thing that's going to be tough, though, is this is not all flat. So how am I going to fix that? Could double layer the wall, but how big of a bump do we get? It's pretty large, especially in that upper corner. But what I could do is I could just, you know, make that one large wall. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and go into the other mission file and grab some of the textures from the previous mission. Sorry, I was checking my phone. Az, that's pretty funny. He, That's funny. I can't believe they reached out again. That makes sense. We've been with them for a while, so we probably slipped through the cracks, but let's go ahead, make sure we save this. But yeah, no, honestly, life's really good right now because I'm front-logged in my videos, I'm front-logged in my mission files. I'm gonna actually be really happy just to relax on DayZ. I'm gonna overdo it a little bit tonight, but probably won't touch it again until they reset the server in a few days. Well, so like this Saturday or Sunday. And yeah, there's just some other projects I want to touch. It was GOS Kalukan. There it is. So it's gonna be a 2-layer gate with a keep. I have to properly layer the walling, and then I have to build proper scaffolding on that layered walling just to add to the effect. I want to keep the AI count below 120 because I want some outbound patrols. And then maybe some civilian AI. Yeah, so there's the SGC command center. There's an actual floating Hatak. Yeah, this AO would have been so cool for the internals, but again, the sound was just way too fucking much. And then these don't work. The AI just falls through when you have multiple players on. So what I want to copy and paste from here is all of that. That should be good. But yeah, for those of you still up tonight, thanks for chilling with me. Barbarian's the one that introduced me to the idea of just streaming to get your work done. And it's worked out pretty well. But realistically, Brief will be about 10 minutes, getting them through the gate another 5, walking to the AO another 15 to 25, depending on how much contact I throw at them, breaching the castle another 15, breaching the ship another 15, leaving the ship and castle 10, getting back to the gate another 10 to 15. I was not counting all of those numbers, but from the sound of it, it's about an hour to hour and a half. My one concern is ammo, but I will give them control of the mount, but they told me the mount is really fucking loud. So I don't know how I'm going to deal with that. Oh well. You know, we're gonna do a control V, alright. Now, I do want to redo these walls, actually, because I know they are a little borked. .30-degree walls. Oh, that's because you're lined up. How is that lined up 30 degree? Ah, Fez dispenser. All right. Let's try degree intervals of 5. I think it's off by a degree, but that'll work. Okay, so 60. Do you have a bottom texture? Cool. It's gonna look a little weird, but it's better than the alternative. That's why it misaligned on the previous build. It has extra space. Yeah, so I had to build an extra thing right here because I couldn't figure out why there was extra space in the lineup. It's because that gate is slightly fucking... I fucking hate this game sometimes. Yeah, it's missing a side pillar. So that's what completely throws it off. Wait, where are the main doors? The hell? Did copying and pasting get rid of the... okay. Whatever. Let me now do a quick test here. If I double layer the wall, how far will that get me on that? It'll do a single cover and a barely single cover up here. So that means, I mean, up to the bastion, I can triple wall it, but I need to double wall it on that. So basically what that means is this needs to be a triple wall, and the rest of this can be a double wall. Okay, that is doable. That is viable. And then I need to do this back wall last because I have to line it up with this. And there's going to be an extra duping of wall somewhere. Wait, so if that's lined up there, it doesn't line up with that. Why don't you just make your assets symmetrical? Please. Please, God, why? Yeah, then that'll get rid of that. Okay, scaffolding. We'll have to work by stacking 2 up top. Ah! Duped an asset. Wanted to try to fix it. Fixed it too hard. Tell me, why are you rumbling? Hey, righto, ya boy. Welcome to a stream. We're just building. It's very late night mission, dev. Let me just make sure. Usually you can tell because the thing's a little brighter. And also, again, if you're doing Stargate stuff, make sure you don't put the frickin' gate system module down, because that disables your Control Z for some reason. And it's an absolute pain in the ass. Oh god, I hate lawn. Give me that red. Yeah, that's best we're gonna have to do. So realistically, if I wanted this to be super symmetrical, then again, we can actually just do an extra piece. But, fish sticks. That's way too much for the gate. So what I need to do is I need to bottom layer that, or I could put a concrete layer under it. What do I have for floor? Because I could floor layer it. Floor fire. Oh, that's for a fire trap. Yeah, you can make, like, Indiana Jones theme bullshit with this, which is really cool. How big can I get a floor here? That's for, like, docking cargo. That's tough. Because the more extensive I make it, the more framey it's gonna get. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna layer the walls down. If I need to build it, I can build it, but that's fine. I'll put these over here, just a template later. And then this I can all move out because this is all extra. That gate system, though, I'm going to put there because I need to put it in. Beef Taco, what are my opinions on it? If anyone remembers Project Argo, this is basically just another Project Argo. However, the guy that's leaked stuff in the past has leaked, you know, similar things in the future, and he's been right about almost all of it because he is an inside source. But it's not Arma 4. If you were to look at everything logically, you would know that Arma 4 wanted to be on the new this new engine because they lost their licensing agreement to use the engine on the game because the parent company split or did something stupid. I forget which one is correct, but they don't have the license to make Arma 4 under the game the same engine that they made Arma Cold War Assault Arma 3 with. So originally DayZ was the test run with the new Infusion engine to get experience in making a game with that software and technology, but whatchamacallit, most of the devs left. and you can go read up on that as well. So this whole new Reforge thing is just to remaster the original game in the new engine, just so they can get the experience to make the game. Because originally, again, it was supposed to be DayZ, but that all completely fell through. And they're also, you know, thank God they had the, whatchamacallit, the foresight to do the third-party DLC initiative, because that gives them a few years to work with getting the experience here. But it's not Arma 4. That is just Psy Syndicate clickbaiting you, because he likes to do that. I've done ops with him in the past. There's a reason there, we're not anymore. But, let me think. No, that's pretty much it. It's just to give some devs some experience with the engine. It'll be a cool remaster, don't get me wrong, but I doubt there'll be a lot of support for it. For, you know, massive, extensive things. Or there will be. Again, it's hard to tell where they're going to take it, but anything's possible. But because everything's going to be on a new engine, and, you know, they're going to more than likely drop SQF, everything's going to have to be completely redone from scratch for the mods, and that's going to... Yeah, that's going to be a really tough time for them, Chief. So don't expect people to move from Arma 3 to Arma 4 for a long while. Because I doubt Bohemia is going to hit it out of the park either with all the features they want to input in the game. So, shrug. But yeah, I'd make a video on it like I would make videos on content, because I've got my own sources and shit, but I don't want to generate hype for stuff, because I would rather you know, be a fucking human being / adult / reasonable person, and you do your own background research into things and not just believe what some idiotic influencer tells you to. But with how the world's going, I doubt that's possible for a lot of people anyway, so... And that does make me sound like a bit of an asshole, but at the same time, I've seen stupid shit happen so many goddamn times, and I'm sick of seeing it, so whatever. Be informed, make your own decisions. If we actually had that in the United States, then the fucking country wouldn't be such a shithole, but I'm gonna keep politics out of this. Just know that Bloodway and I have been looking into moving to New Zealand. Sure, I wouldn't get my guns, but hey, at least my children would have some basic fucking humanities. That's enough on that. Yeah, exactly, Crypto. That's also something I've been trying to get info on, but I would know more if Bohemia itself knew more. They've actually been folding a lot more. Originally, it was folding into DayZ, and just seeing where that would go so they would get the experience, but again, a lot of the team left, or got moved to other projects, because they also wanted to take Yland somewhere. And that kind of, sort of, fell through. But, not Ylands, but DayZ. Ylands is just serving as another revenue stream. Which is good, because they need to diversify to, you know, keep surviving, but it does leave a lot of questions about modding. But Bohemia, they're smart. They know that modding is one of the major reasons people have stuck with the game for so long, and the whole point of the third-party DLC initiative was them showing that, hey, we do know that, you know, you guys are responsible for a lot of stuff, and we're gonna work with you to try to, you know, make sure things go well. So, yeah, they know. But it's gonna be a while, because they need time to build experience in doing things, and the only way they're gonna get that is just through time. But when I know stuff, I will let the people in my inner circle know, and we'll go from there. When the time is right. So, the DLCs I know about is there's supposed to be a Korean War DLC, and there's supposed to be a map DLC. There's a few others that are going to be releasing over the next few years, but those are two which I have been told by my source that are supposed to exist. Now, what bugs me is that the DLC for Korean War was supposed to be the next one, but apparently they fell behind in their dev schedule, so instead the Glob Mob Advancement one is taken forward. But, yeah. I don't know. It's up to their own dev teams and stuff at that point. But fun fact, Jets DLC was actually the first DLC that was outsourced. I forget to what group of people, but that was the test run to see if outsourcing DLC was a good idea. And that's where Bohemia, you know, experimented with the idea of outsourcing DLCs. And again, just my further claim of they are very methodical with what they plan and how they plan on doing things because they double check everything. So, you know, if it works well, they'll do more of it. If it didn't, then, you know, they learned. Fuck, I forgot to turn those on. Oh well. Fix my angle. Oh yeah, outsourcing anything has mixed results, definitely. But they've done a pretty decent job about vetting things. Sure, it's been, you know, some of it's been a little disappointing, don't get me wrong. But could be a lot worse. Fucking Bohemia Creator Club worse. Oh, get fucked on that, man. That was so bad. Why are you missing? No! No! Oh, you didn't double check the frickin' roster, you piece of shit! I insult myself all the goddamn time. Okay. I didn't close that gap properly. I did that with that base too. In all honesty, when I needed to double those walls, I made the same goddamn mistake. I just eyeballed it and I thought it was okay. Never fucking eyeball it and assume it's okay. Make sure you can actually click the damn thing. Well, it's not the creator. They don't call it the Creator Club. It's the third-party DLC initiative because those guys that make the DLCs, they get a revenue share of the thing that is, you know, released off their platform. I don't know what the exact percentage is on the top of my head because I forgot. I used to know it, but yeah, something. Alright, this is where it's going to get interesting, because I need to find a part of the gate which I can put this on. Okay, what we can do is I can... Did you not select? Oh my freaking god. Okay, yeah, it's plenty. So that's the internal platform. This, I want to sink into the ground slightly. Perfect. And then I can build some pyramid shrines on the corners for space. And then I can rip out some of the wall textures in spots that are really low in the ground. Don't you love perimeter wall building? It's a gigantic pain in the ass. Alright, that closes that gap really well. In all honesty, I might get the regular castle watchtowers on the corners. For, like, the keeps. Imagine looking up on LinkedIn. Oh my god. Is this for the World War II Stargate op? No, that is already made, and that is going to be 2 Wednesdays from now. I'm having a 3-part mission, potentially a 4th as well. So I can officially call it a campaign and officially announce it as such, and that's going to fill out some in-between space between the Fapovo campaign we finished, what, like 6 or 8 hours ago? Something like that. Just give me some more time to prep the 1979 campaign, which admittedly I don't need additional time to prep for it, but giving myself additional time to prep for it means I don't have to rush anything. Because, you know, I'm in the mood to make Stargate stuff. You know, so it works out. Yeah, and then we have this. Are you yanking my chain? Alright, cool. Yep, so now I'm gonna drag textures out. That one, I can get away with that. I can get away with that. No, my sources are literally just, you know, people I talk to. Back in the day, like 2018, I had an infonet where I knew any crazy thing that happened in StarSim, Optray, Stargate was in there too. Like, almost every major modding community I had an ear in. Because I had someone that would tell me stuff, because I'm a very gregarious person, you know? I chat, I like to gossip. And there was a lot that I was told. It's stuff that I was told in earnest, so I would never share it, except with a few key people. But, you know, it's great. Nowadays, a lot of it got changed around because people left or changed stuff because they didn't agree with what other people from XYZ were doing. But I still have some contacts that I keep in touch with that are still in their positions. It's just fun to listen. Oh my gosh, I just hit a bunch of weird buttons. That one I can get away with. That one I can get away with. So right now I'm just I'm trimming the fat, essentially, off of this big, bulky perimeter wall. That one I'm going to keep. That one I can see the bottom of. Because, you know, less textures you have, the better. And then that one I actually saw some yellow on. So what, that was you? Yeah, so we'll keep that one. And then we'll keep that one. Yeah, so I can get some pyramids down, some landing craft, some death glider, landing bays. Yeah, and then it's because the walls misalign. That's why you have that extra. I gotta build some scaffolding. But I mean, yeah, for Sunday, you know, just another major work day for it. That should be good. And then I got the upper perimeter wall. Let me actually look up castle real quick. The Cherno castle. Well, no, it's like, in life, it's really good to make big levels of connections. Because if you don't, then... Oh, are those a separate texture? That's why. That's why it's a separate texture. And this is Apophis, so I can't use the raw mark, but... Okay. No, but life, you always need to be making connections. Because if you stop and get stagnant and they all dry up, then you're going to run out of ways to make connections with people. And that's bad. But I'll be perfectly honest with you guys, I really do enjoy my quiet little corner in life and just, you know, doing what I want. I used to be really ambitious as a child, but I've done so many different fucking things that I've realized that you don't want to be the center of attention. Literally, the best thing for you to do is just, you know, grab your corner somewhere and relax and enjoy it. That's what I do with Horma. Ah, yes. Perfect. Gosh, I definitely need that for TSB. I'm gonna get yelled at later. So those I can actually use as guard key posts to have the balconies on. This internal one, though, would be nice. Why not get yelled at now? Wow, okay, Tootie. Oh, fuck, it's 2:11. Alright, so let me budget what I have remaining here. Those I will actually use for landing platforms, but that would be great for, like, the Taltex. I got all these structures in here I can utilize. Pyramid. Abydos Pyramid. Oh, fuck, really? Damn, that's a lot thicker than I thought. Okay, fuck. Think I could make a tiny pyramid? Tiny pyramid? Hold up, wait, yeah, no, I got this. Tiny pyramid. Tiny pyramid. Tiny pyramid. Do 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 do. What does this mean? When you have 4 bowls for breakfast, but only 1 was cereal, right? That's exactly what this is. Kercha. Fuck's sake. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Tiny pyramid. We don't need a temple. Who needs temples when you have tiny pyramid? Perfect. just pull a fast one. Wait, no, why were you misaligned when I turned you? No, it's acoustic. My tiny pyramid. No. Oh, fuck's sake. All right, well. I tried. It's pretty thick, though, so we can actually layer it down properly. Let me try this again. So I turn you 90 degrees, and I bring you down, and you're not perfectly fucking lined up, so it makes this little bulgy-wulgy... Jesus Christ, Liru. Okay, no, so it perfectly lines up, you just can't turn for shit and line for shit. Alright. Did I just say bulgy-wulgy on stream? Good God, I need to stop streaming and go to bed. It's a fact of life. When the streamer says bulgy-wulgy on stream, it's time to wrap it up. Realistically, though, do you remember the movie where the ship docked on the pyramid? That's actually what I'm going to do here. Except we're gonna make it the big boy pyramid. $150, $30. But it is lined up, it's just bent that way. Okay. And that'll also add some nice height to it. Except I need to shrink it a little bit because of... Okay, hold up. Let's get rid of the clutter here. Let's throw that in the air. I don't get how that's gonna dock, though. Because that shouldn't that be like a 4-stage thing? If it docked on a 3-stage thing... Then, how did... You know what? Who cares? It's just like, I give up. Who cares? It works. Space worm parasite bullshit. Let's go with that. Yeah, because that would just break into the pyramid. So, how does it dock? I guess, no, because Ra's ship was a 4x4 pyramid. And if you, for example, play the Stargate mod of Empire at War, it is a 4x4. So I just don't have that ship model, which means what I'm doing technically makes no sense, but screw you. That's, I do what I want. So I could actually put the ring platform in here instead of a Hatak, and that would be cooler. Yeah, just give me that. Give me that, bitch. All right, let's, where's my player character? He's all the way over there. Get your butt over here. So that means I need to change the name of this to Temple, not Hatak. No, not Taltek. Taltek. Because Hatak and Taltek, they sound different. That's why I keep making that mistake. I'm gonna have a lot to build on interior, though, but that's okay. Temple. Space worm parasite magic. Yeah. Sure. Let's go with that. But alright, let's preview this and make sure all the teleportation works properly. This still has, like... This mission file still has 2 to 3 hours of development on it, because I keep making it more and more grandiose. But again, T3 missions are usually what I put the most time into. It's just been a while since I've put this level of time in one. That actually looks kind of cool, though. It fits, because those look like the docking clamps. I mean, this actually, yeah, no, I like this. I like this a lot. Yeah. And then while, you know, one group's coming in, you can have, like, you know, structures over there. Like, this will be where the landing pads are and shit, and then the outer perimeter's the village. And then those can be the upper perimeters there. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's good. And then there is, at least I thought there was, like, a side area here. Yeah, it's down here. I can put like a little armory down there. That's what I was worried about. Okay, that's fine. I need to lower it closer to the ground. God damn it. Why, in the original testing parameter, it was fine. No, 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 no. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, thank God I did not fucking put the gate system down so I wouldn't be able to control Z. Because I would have just broken 3 to 4 hours of work right there. Now it becomes a matter of how low can I get up before it starts touching the grass. Should be low enough. If I really am picky with this here, what I can do is, I can give it a concrete barrier right under the floor, and that should help localize that position. Just we don't want the concrete texture inside. That should help. All right. Take 2. Did the Gwawuld import the sand just for the pyramid? Tootie, that's an excellent question. And you are a genius, actually. I can make a quarry. And, you know, use heaps of bagasse and sandstones and make it like a sandstone mine. And then that's why they specifically picked that spot, because it was a certain mine for sand, and that's why they built it that way. That's genius. Tootie, you're fucking amazing. See, I know some of you do it to meme me, but at the same time, it gives me my ideas. So it works, you know? That's what I love about my job. I take people's negative feedback and I just use it. And then I love the ones that get even more mad when I make stuff better off of that. It's been an interesting few years. Alright, watch this. It's gonna be broken again. Hey God, it's me, ya boy. Can you not break my shit? Please? Please, God? God, I know you're up there. Fucking Gwawuld bastard, let me out. Fuck's sake. Why is it having an issue now? It did not have an issue before, and now it magically decided to have an issue. Okay, let's try just removing the pier. Maybe the pier is causing the localization issue. And it was just too high. I don't know. No. Let me try one more time, and then I'm going to try it outside of the temple. Because I don't know why. I was having this issue with the gate system in the temple as well. It would not let me spawn in the fucking gate if this was for the World War II up. I put a working gate system exactly where I have those rings, and for some reason it kept spawning me above the temple, so I just sunk the temple into the ground and used the top of it, but it still throws me. And I actually made that into a feature of, you know, but it's a bunch of people going through the gate for the first time, so yes, it is going to hurt them. Because they don't know how to properly gate travel yet. So I thought, oh, okay, I can turn this glitch into a really cool feature. I'm willing to bet you that is the same fucking localization issue it's giving me. It, for whatever reason, doesn't like to reference the proper fucking point when I go out of there. So it's still going to break when I do this, but when I take it out of the fucking temple, it's going to work fine. So, if anything, I'm going to move it downstairs then. And since that's close to the ground, it should work. Theoretically. Yeah, so fuck you. So now if I make that a defensive line instead, and I can put, like, you know, all the gold Jaffa and, like, you know, get the fuck out of my office sort of shit, but God, I am actually out of it. I'm speaking nonsense at this point. But yeah, no, we take this and we put it in here. And now I'm willing to bet you it's going to work. Yeah, it's going to go into that door a little bit, but that's... Maybe if I drag it a little more to the left or right. Yeah, exactly. Make use of the secret room. Either way, it's going to clip somewhere. So where do I want it to clip? But yeah, no, the best thing you can do in Arma 3 is turn any of your bugs into features. If you figure out how to do that, you're golden. Don't you dare fucking randomly glit, you piece of shit. Where's the center? Lower roof floor. Yep. I see no god here, other than me. Ah, well, I shouldn't say that, because then SG-1's gonna come and kick my ass, right? It's a feature! And then because they're so close together, the textures are clipping into each other. So we just give them a little bit of separation anxiety. And boom, they're back to normal, except for a little bit, but that's fine. Okay. And there's no clipping underneath. There's no clipping on the above floor. And now, I'm willing to bet you it's gonna work. And this is the last thing I'm gonna do, alright? And if it doesn't work, I am going to smash my head against my taunt card here. And then go play DayZ with a bloody nose. Is there no scaling for objects? What do you mean by that? If you mean like a set scale command, there is one in the dev branch, which they're working on releasing in the next overhaul update. We're gonna see what else that fucking breaks, but we're gonna get it soon. And I am going to be happy as a marshmallow when that comes out. I will say, though, that still looks really fucking cool. And then you can actually see up there into the pyramid. Like, that is really cool, but it's also slanted, so I do need to move it a little to the left. I want to line up those two corners. But yeah, you know, I can actually make that into something cool. Yeah, we still fit. And now, it's gonna work! I'm a fucking genius! Hey guys, it's me, your boy. Fuck you. I'm leaving. I can't get no Satisfaction. I can't get no girl like action. 'Cause I try, and I try, and I try, and I try. I can't get no. I love my job. I've descended into Rolling Stones mode. Exactly. All right. So how do I fix you? Because you won't let me actually, like, I gotta guess, essentially. Bird's eye view. A little more to the right. How is that on the back cleft? You son of a bitch! You're not aligned! What? You're 30... and you're 150, but that's not properly aligned. One sec. Is that because the ground? Okay, no, it's because it's slightly in the ground. Okay. All right, I was about to get so fucking mad. Because there's already so much misalignment with this fucking wall. If you look at it, you stare too close. You're like, oh my gosh, wait, there's a component of it where it is partially aligned here, but it's not aligned right there. Yeah, okay, I'm tired. I need to go to bed. Which means I actually need to go, do stuff. There's no space in between the quotes, that's why. Okay, does that look cool now? Does that look lined up? Yes, it does. Oh, yes. Yes. Yes! Okay, sorry. But yeah, no, I can put, like, a mine over here, or over here to, like, do the sandstone. And there's some sandstone, like, slabs I can put down. What did you just join? Hatak! No, Hatak's! Fuck! Okay, repeat after me, Liru. Hatak. Teltak. Hatak. Hatak. Not Heltak. Hatak. Teltak. That's why I keep calling this a Haltak. Because I fuse those fucking words together. Because I'm acoustic. And yes, I said that wrong on purpose, because Twitch doesn't like it when you say the real word. Anakin's worst nightmare. Still, I am... Dude, you'll get a kick out of this. You'll get a kick out of this. Where is it? This is my favorite fucking thing about all of it. Because in the background are the fucking wooden target references. Oh, man. Anyway, guys, tomorrow, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow we have OFCRA, and then we have Paw Patrol, which is going to be a meme up. They're going to rescue, the head chef of Olive Garden. That's just, I want to do a meme up with them once every few months just to, you know, have a full arsenal, let them play around with everything. Because, you know, it's always good to have meme ops once in a while to let the player base relax, even super serious milsim groups. And then, good God, what else? And then, fuck, what is it? Oh yeah, TM op, I'll be on the ground for. And then I might do more dev work after that and finish this map. And then I should be good. But yeah. The only reason I'm awake is because I had a giant fucking tankard filled with Korean iced coffee, and I finally have the condensed milk so I can make it properly, and it tastes so fucking good. Nothing's in there, it's just melted ice, but yeah, alright, cool. Yeah, they were called E621, and then they rebranded to Paw Patrol as a PMC because they were instead a task force under US. And the whole reason they do that is because they're, like, all closet furries. At least half of them are, the founding members. But yeah, Provisional Agency Warfare, and then I forget what E621 stood for. Their version of it, but yeah, it's all furry references. But yeah, no, that is that. So, things that are remaining to be made in this is some interior work on the temple, some sandstone mines, the internal garrison scaffoldings of here that I have like that, some landing bays in here as well, probably a second pyramid made right there as well, just for aesthetics, and the internal structuring, which is going to be super simple, and then build the Stargates, copy an SGC, make the kits, which I already have kits to just build off of. And again, it's honestly another 3 to 4 hours of work, in all honesty. And then just a little bit of testing. But the core components are made. I wanted to do an op where we board a freaking unfinished Hatak, and we have all of that built. So, thumbs up. But yeah, thanks for chilling with me, guys. Appreciate it. Oh, my phone's not charging. Cool. So anyway, my name's Liru, not really a Lance Corporal. Yeah, that's all I got. I'm gonna go. Is Dante still downstairs? Yes, he is. Oh, so are you, Azariah. Well, all right. Cheers, guys. Have a good one. We'll be back in actually a little over 12 hours for, 12 and a half for the next OFCRA 2.5 hour PvP 1 life mission. Have a good one.